Total Access. Total Access with Simon Morrigan.
Thanks for having me.
Mate,
Appreciate it.
I thought all the women were turning up for me outside.
They were. They were looking for you.
You're lying. you get to the UK, get to Scotland, and we put you up in a haunted hotel.
I know. You heard.
Why was it haunted?
I mean, I don't know if it was actually haunted, but it sure felt like it. I mean, there was a massive castle hotel, and my room was at was the actual furthest room from the reception. So it was about a 10-minute walk to my room. When I finally got there, this room had just a long, spooky hallway with a big, massive room, and there was literally a painting of a man with a shovel in my room, staring at me. That's not what you want to see when you go to bed. There's
about
nothing
to dig the ground.
Ready? He's ready. And so I was looking outside the window for that same guy, Thought there was, a famous Scotland tale about a guy with a shovel, and okay, never mind. It was spooky.
You didn't want to know that before you went to bed,
I didn't really want to know the rest of the story.
Dude, it absolutely terrifies me that I'm older than you.
And you don't look much older than me.
Do I not? That's good. Get that confidence coming, dude. But you're doing so incredibly well for yourself. Do you ever get a bit daunted by how well things go?
You know what? Sorry, I'll move my phone. The Twitter's going crazy right now. You know what? I think it's just been an amazing ride, and I've had a great deal of fun this past 6-7 years with my brothers touring and promoting. So I feel a bit older than I am already, but I love this life and I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's a dream come true, and I've been able to have some amazing things to be able to do and accomplish throughout my career, and now it's just like a new chapter to be able to go solo.
I love the fact that you keep ideas in your phone of songs.
Oh, yeah.
So right now, sat in your BlackBerry, was it?
Yeah, it's in my iPhone right now.
In your iPhone, there could be ideas for future records.
Who knows?
When you put these down in lyrics as songs, do you ever get any people you've been with in your life texting you going, is that about me?
I've had a couple of those before. And the good part is I think everybody has this understanding that artists usually like to write songs that way people can relate with what they're going through. I mean, I like to write songs so that way the guy in the States to the guy all the way in Asia goes, oh, you know what, I really went through this with my ex-girlfriend or the girl I'm dating now, good or bad, So I feel like it's always important to be able to find a song to relate with.
And what about when you get a nasty tweet? Because there's some nasty people out there who don't mind, who get a bit of confidence behind a keyboard. What about...
I sometimes just laugh, or they don't expect that I'll read it, so I'll write them back right away. I don't care. I mean, there's going to be haters, but you just got to have fun with it, And it's funny, sometimes they don't realize that a lot of my fans are reading what I write back. So if I were to respond to a hater and just say, hey, that's not really nice, my fans will see that. And
they jump on board.
It's like an army of little girls about to kill you. young and older women. Sorry, not all my fans are little girls.
I watched the See No More teaser, and the one thing I noticed was the screaming ladies absolutely everywhere you go. You're walking out with your shades on and the swag's going and they're all screaming. What's that like?
It's you never get used to it. I mean, sometimes I'll just hear screaming, and the first thing you think is that there's going to be a giant monster walking across the street, You never know what to expect with screaming fans running down the street. I always have to, luckily I have a security guard and things like that, but it's cool. I mean, the fact that these fans are still here to this day, over like a year and a half of me not being in the UK, is really fantastic.
That's ace. I did watch a video you did about bullying, and you said that everyone has insecurities. And a lot of people might think because you're on stage and you perform that you don't have insecurities, but I bet you do, don't you? Absolutely.
I mean, there's small things here and there. I mean, I was flying over to play my first show in Chicago, and I was nervous, by myself on stage for the first time. I'm sitting there like, this is some scary stuff. I'm about to get on stage and do this by myself, and the nerves are hitting me, and there's insecurities about performing. There's insecurities even sometimes about how people look, but for me, I just try to focus on all the good stuff and keep my head up. If I'm having a bad day, it's encouraging to know, just like you said, Twitter, it's like a great feeling, and also good family and friends is always really important.
You can't worry about how you look, surely.
I mean,
you're always looking cool.
I feel like, I'm not as much, but when I was growing up, for sure.
Oh yeah,
everybody does, I think.
Total Access with Simon Morrigan.